Good evening and welcome back to the Crust, where we are progressing slowly, very slowly, but that's fine. I want to rebuild this. We want to rebuild all this, but rather than rebuild it, delete and then rebuild it, we want to move it over to here and get it processing stuff over here. I'd like to, you've only got 4,000, so I think we might start here and just let those eat those up. I might enable them and let them eat them up into this system here, just to get rid of that, and then we have a bit more space here. I was tempted to, we want a little bit more money because we need money to build belts, because for some bizarre reason I thought we only had 21,000 left. We have 210,000 left, not 21,000. So I was looking at the market and I was thinking, we can't do this one yet. We need to do this one at some point. It's only 20,000, so I don't really, I'm really not fussed about getting that done. That could be done whenever. Okay, we've already missed the deadline on it, not bothered with it. But I was thinking, you can no longer manipulate the market. As in, you can no longer buy all the goods because there's no way we can buy 6,500 concrete to cause the sell price to shoot up through the roof. But I was thinking maybe we could do a little bit, like maybe we could buy say 300 concrete, which only cost 12,000. That'd inflate the price a bit, and then we sell all of our concrete because we've got 700 concrete to sell. And we can sell it at a better price. You know, we can not super inflate the thing, but just, you know, add a little bit of demand and see whether that makes the change on it. And I'm tempted to try that, but then I'm tempted to not actually sell the concrete, because I remember we got the laser turret. We got plenty of time for the laser turret. He says this is level 1 of 7. So do we have 1,400 days to complete 7? I don't know. It is on the moon. It is down here, and it requires concrete and steel. And we have plenty of concrete and steel. That we are full of concrete and steel. So we do that. We don't really have that many titanium plates, I don't think. No, not really. So I think they're sending the concrete down there. I want to test my theory as well. So let's do both, shall we? Let's do both. What if we was to buy in a load of concrete? It's going to cost us 12,000, and the concrete price is currently 38, and it's currently selling for 29. Okay. We land the pod. Wait for it to appear in our inventory. Nope, there you go. And then we go back into the market. And then we see what it's selling for now. So its price hasn't changed. Oh, I need to wait a day, don't I? Yes, I need to wait a day to go by. So let's wait for 1 day to go by before the market prices change. Boop, there you go. Right, now let's see here. It's now selling for 31, which is not how much we brought it for. So we would if we went 1, 2, 3, yeah. So it's not as much. So although it has pushed the price up slightly, it hasn't really affected it. However, that now leads to the more realistic way of you buy low and sell high. So you should look down here and be like, okay, so this isn't worth buying. That's not worth buying. Neither is that. Neither is that. Nothing looks like it's worth buying right now. Circuits, rare earth metals, no, really. Terminals are cheaper, but they're still very expensive. But the idea would be that you would buy when they're cheap, hold on to them for a little while, and then sell them as the price goes. So you have to keep coming in and checking the market every now and then to see what prices things are doing. So that's a bit more realistic. As I said before, if you have the money, you can still crash the market and do things. So you know, if we had if we had 3.8 million, we could buy all the control units, wait a day, and the price will shoot up because there's none on the market. The price will shoot up, and then you can do that. But you need the money now. So stock market manipulation or stock manipulation is only available mid to late game now. So that's fine. that's fine. That's yeah, that's fine. Also, they're really expensive. Like I've seen them way cheaper than that. I know a lot of the prices were balanced for stuff, so you can still buy from the market, like the cheaper goods here, but really they want you to be crazy. And it might also be cheaper if you look at how much it costs to make control units, to buy the raw goods in, make the control unit, and sell the unit. That makes sense. So yeah. But anyway, we now have loads of concrete. Let's send some concrete over to the laser cannon, shall we? So moon, laser turret, cargo. I've got no tooltips there. I'm going to send. We don't have that much to send, so I'm going to send, let's say, 1,000. I unfortunately can't. Whoa! What was? Whoa! What the? Oh. Well, that's doing weird. Oh, I can type in here. Ah, awesome! I didn't know that. So let's send 1,000 of those and 1,000 of those. We don't have 1,000 still, but we will soon. So we'll do that, and then we'll say come back to the base. So just send that. Go. Okay, and then the transport will come back to the base. We'll come into here. Here he comes. Once he's docked in here, our drones will start grabbing stuff and putting it in here. That's fine. I'm saying we don't have 1,000 of it because this is backed up, but it will soon be running again because we want to empty it out, so that's fine. Let's turn on these guys again and try and get these guys doing things. I did actually upgrade these two, so I kind of want to empty this out, this 4,000 units of out, because I want to put the thing. So let's also get rid of the titanium machine. You're in the way. Get rid of these power lines here. That's the power line we want to run up. That's fine. That's kind of centered. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's kind of centered power line. So that's fine. We'll leave the power line in there. That could be a power line going up and coming across. So what we want to do is we want to have a system that allows smelters and things to come in and plug into here and do their thing. Okay, so they're going to come. So we want to have our steel, sorry, aluminium at the top, and then steel at the bottom, don't we? Because steel's the closest one. Rare earth metal is going to be here, and they'll just jump over and connect to that, and we're on there. Hang on a minute. If we did that, how would we? How would we get the stuff onto the? Oh, I know how to do it. Yeah. So we're gonna have the belts all come along and join these, and then we'll split the belts. The belts will go, they'll split between down and up. So we will store some stuff for ourselves. So this will always be our storage for selling and doing stuff with, and then we'll split the belts going up there. Rather than having these as like a buffer, and then it can filter all the stuff out of it. That's always a bit of a pain doing it that way, because you never, you want buffers, don't get me wrong, but you also want your own storages for things. So you might have to, you stop that, damn you. I really hate that. I really hate that. When a smelting furnace ends up full, it automatically switches this on. So your drones come up and try to pick up, like this one. This one has been automatically switched on. I don't want that. I don't want you picking up from these guys. I want you picking up from these. I want you picking up from these storages. That's why we have the storages here. That's why the storages are close to this. So, yeah. Silly thing. I don't know. Can you pick up from here? You are allowed to pick up from here. Could you please come and pick up from here, please? That would be great. So let's see here. Let's see here. How would we want to? So we'll have the regolith over here. That's fine. And then the belts will come down here. Do I want to run the belts along this way, and then have our productions go up? That would work. That would work. There are many machines. There are some machines that require people to work in them. I don't want the colonists to work in the machines. They've gone through a lot of updates, but the colonists aren't great at working in machines. They're really not. The colonists just aren't great, to be honest with you. They need a bit of work. It might be that I'm not giving them enough entertainment or enough. It's just not enough. There might just be not enough to do. I don't know. So yeah, it's probably just not enough. Yeah, but. There's nothing I can really do about that. So I'm not too fussed about on this. They are useful, especially in some machines. So for instance, like the component factory, it says it requires 2 workers. The 2 workers in there will increase the efficiency of the machine because it starts at something like 15%. So you really do want workers in your factory. But I'm not too fussed about it, if I'm honest with you. I'm really not too bothered about it. You can just build multiple machines. Yes, they're less efficient and it causes problems, so it's much better with workers. But when the colonists die, it's complicated to do. Yeah, so okay, so are you actually feeding this guy? Are you? Yes, you are. Awesome. You're bringing the concrete in. That's cool. That means I don't know where you get the concrete from because you still haven't. Oh, yeah, from the surface, from here, aren't you? Carbon, food, control. We got 1 control unit. Remember, we don't have that many drones either. So the other thing as well that I hadn't. Oh, wasting research points. No, don't waste research points. Do that one because I want to get this machine done. And then we have all the factories open and we can just start building the way we want to build. Because some of these produce better than not better. That's the wrong term. So you have a microcircuit factory which requires silicon and rare earth elements. Rare earth elements are rare. They're rare to get. Very difficult to get unless you get the MDR and things going on there. There's a mobile drilling rig on the moon to get more resources. So, whereas the high-tech factory can make, if we wait for it to turn up, oop, there you go. It can make microcircuits from silicon, carbon, and aluminium. They're easy. They're easy to get. Carbon's very easy to get. Very, very easy to get. So, yeah. So, I kind of like the idea of doing that one instead. In fact, to be honest with you, most of the resources in here I think are better for doing things. Modular frames, for instance. Let's have a look at modular frames in this one. So titanium and smart concrete, not bad, but titanium requires a processing thing, whereas this guy, have a look at his frames, boom, silicon, steel, concrete. It is slower and does require more resources, but they're easier resources to get. You don't have to do titanium plates, which are used in other things and other bits and pieces. So yeah, wasting resources. What are we wasting? Oh, we've done the February 4. Go for that. Go on. I wouldn't mind getting here because this one, I believe, is the 100% refund from wires and conveyor belts, which would be nice because then when we delete all this, we haven't got to worry about losing the money for it. The other thing we call this, I was just about to say, they cost money. You have to pay them. So these are costing us money to be here. So that's why our bank balance is going down. Okay, so I kind of want to wait for this to empty. It's already gone down 1,000 units. So I think we'll wait for that to empty. We'll wait for this guy to do delivery here. I might also sell some silicon, just to get rid of it and make ourselves a bit more money. Just right, let's have a look, see if there's any contracts that just want silicon. Sometimes there are. Like you want silicon, that's on the moon. It's 1,000 silicon, we don't have that. We have 550, so we can't do that. No. Sometimes you do get a thing like this one here. It's ridiculous amounts of money, but ridiculous amounts of goods. But some of the things they want are. I see. That's terrible. That's a terrible deal. Direct, you can go jump. 2 of them are worth more than that. No way. No way. 700 and 800. No. 776, which 786 silicon. What if we was to sell 786 silicon? It won't even let me. It won't let me sell more than that. So 34,000 for 786. So let's sell 78. So that should be 700. Be 10 times that would be 40,000, and you're offering 43,000. So that's doable. And if we can complete it in 10 days, we can get more. We don't have an extra 500 on stock, do we? We have 550. which is the 512 in there and those in there, because I bet you, yep, lo and behold, you fill up and you turned on your output, which is not what I want to do. It's very annoying when it does that. Yeah, no, we couldn't. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Of course, the other thing as well, mind you, there's no point in buying in. If we're only going to make like 40,000 on it, there's no point in buying some in and spending something like that. See, that's 40,000 and a bit of science. Not fussed about the science. 8,800 there. No. And the contract's really good at the moment. This is better because of the stuff on there, but it would require 1,000. We'd have to buy another 500 in, and that would be 47,000, and you're only going to offer us 65,000. It's not worth doing. It's not worth doing. Okay, so I might just sell some silicon then. Let's just fill up a sell all the silicon. Yeah, I might just sell all my silicon and make 30,000. Yeah, sell. Okay. Well, you can get to that when you want to. You should do this one first, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. No, they're going to do the landing pad first. Of course they are. What's the other priority of that? Would you come and do this one first? Or you're going to ignore that and just do the landing pad first? Because drones just don't care. There's a thing to do. I'll do this one. I feel like doing this one. So it does. So, yeah. Not very much like finding random stuff on the moon. Not very much luck at all finding random stuff on the moon. Go there. Okay, so right, let's let that do its thing there, and then let's look here. I want to empty this out here, so you know what? I'm gonna let this run, and we will empty these guys out, hopefully, and then we will look at grading things and changing things. So we're starting on the contract. We're starting on the contract. I want to say impact, so I need to get the bus running sooner rather than later. I also need to make sure I keep some things back because I need to build more of these guys, which obviously costs steel and components and other bits and pieces. So, but that'd be fine because this is still running, so we'll be okay. But oh, there you go. We made some money. That's been done there. So you're going to do that there now. Awesome. Okay. Right. Let's get rid of this here. This silicon deposit, and then we will come back. And then I'll look at how we're going to do things. So I'm thinking the regolith here. Or the regolith over here, and it comes out to the smelters here. And then I'm thinking of having the buses run this way, and then we'll tap off them into these guys. Wasting time points again? I can't do anything about it. I'm not fussed about it. It's broken. The science is broken anyway, so... yeah, not that fussed about it. So, yeah, so we'll. You don't want to really be there anymore. You want to be at the other end. That's fine. And then probably this one wants to be at the other end as well. But then this is fine. This is fine. We could also move the rare earth metals down here somewhere or something, and then which would make sense if we're going to have up top a cargo drop off, which is probably going to have to be like here because the expedition center is in the way, and you can't move it. You cannot move the expedition centers. Once you move it, you cannot move it. So, so if we have that sort of here somewhere, and it's going to then output its belts into storage, and then output its belts into rare earth metals as well. This has still got 9,000 in it. This has still got 17,000 in it. So, yeah, that's a problem. You are not allowed to drop off anything in there, which we, yeah, that's fine. Okay, because I don't want to do that yet. We're gonna. So where do we want our bin to be? So I want to have. So this won't be here. This is not here. So this is where it's gonna be. This is the things, and we'll have the smelters here and the rare earth metals down here somewhere. So So our regolith will come in, go into refineries. The refinery should then spill over into our factories here, which will produce the goods and then output the goods to the bus, and the bus will go along there. So that means I want one of you guys basically kind of lined up with this here, because I like the idea of this just being our first belt and that being the next belt and that being the next belt. Although we might, they'll have to come down and be a bit more for that. And then the idea is that it will come along and it will split 50-50 into our storages for ourselves and then go along the bus. And then when the things make the bus, they will come down, they will go along the bus and split back to here. And instead of having the boxes down this side, we'll have them down this side. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. So that means the first one we want to have, let's say this is where the belt's going to be, and it's going to go up from there and then up from there. That way we're missing this guy here. So the first one wants to be here somewhere. So pause the game just a moment, because I don't actually want you to build this, please. Although you probably will come and build this anyway, but that's not really where I want it. I'm not sure. So you'll come out to here. What I might do is I might also put in another storage box here. So instead of having just a connector, we'll put a second storage box in, so it can be the buffer for the bus, and then so we have double the amount of storage. That would make sense as well. So you can sit there. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. They're going to come and build this, even though they've got other stuff to do. So no, stop that. Stop that. I don't want you building it. That's not what I want. So it's going to be here somewhere. So it's going to be here. It doesn't really matter where. Just the end of it has to be kind of things. Power lines. Let's look at power lines. Look where our power line's going to be. So this is where the power line comes in. Because what I'd like to do is make sure it's lined up with the power lines. Are you? Put that there. Okay, so we'll do this, and then we'll put you there, up against the power line. Put on. Then we can power things and not have to worry about power lines not being in the right places and things. So we can just run strips of power lines up. So it would go there. Again, I don't want to build it because they're going to start grabbing things. So it would go there. Okay, so the aluminium would come in from the top and come out the bottom, which means the next one would go up here, the next one would go up here, next one there, and they would come in and then come down and plug into their box. So this one would come along and plug into its box horizontally, and the rest of them would come along and plug into their boxes vertically. So yeah, kind of going to be awkward though. They don't have to be in this order. We could put them in whatever order we wanted to put them in. It doesn't matter. The belts can underlap and change there. It depends on the regolith output. I need to. Right, we'll be back. We'll be back. I need this empty. I need this empty. Go away. Go away. Okay, so it didn't happen. We've still got 252 units left down there. This is all backed up. This is all backed up because my drones are being dumb and they're no longer building things or transporting stuff or doing anything at all, which is frustrating. I've tried reloading. It's not fixed it. I have just observed them. These cargo trucks. They came to here. They picked up 0 slag and delivered it to here, and then this managed to get more slag in it, even though it said all the time they were carrying 0. Plus they sat there just revving their engines, spinning their wheels. So yeah, I haven't tried to quit and reloading. Exit desktop and come back. That'll probably fix it. It always does. But we'll come back next episode and we will continue with this here. And hopefully I can get the stuff moved and this emptied, and then we can build our thing. Maybe if stuff builds there. Do bear in mind, again, game is early access, I know. This save is on an older version of the game when it started, and there's been changes in the back end with it. So it is possible something is broken and I'll have to restart. I'm just kind of grin and bearing with it at the moment. We'll see. If we do restart, I'm not going to go the colonist route. I'm going to go with the route where Ledger basically runs the company, and we're going to be money. It's possible. It's possible. We'll see. We'll see. This is becoming far more frequent. So it's a shame. It's a shame, but it is expected. It is expected. I know. I had comments on previous videos about people saying they're not really going to get the game because the drone's doing weird things and stuff. I respect that completely. It makes sense. The game is early access, so you are buying a game that is still in development. So you have to expect there'll be problems with it, and you have to expect that you will have to restart at times. We know that's a thing. So if you're not prepared to do that, don't buy it yet. But do please keep an eye on the Crust, because the developers are on it. They really are. I know they watch lots of videos and people live streaming things, and I know they are on the ball when it comes to trying to fix things and get things done. Their Discord is very busy and very interactive. Lots of interactions going on between the developers and the community team there. So yeah, the woes of playing an early access game, but you know what? I love it. It's got problems. There are some AAA multi-million-dollar company games that have problems. So you know, VM Studios is not all that big. So yeah, I think they're doing a really good job. They're just it needs a little bit of work. The drones, they need a little bit of work. Anyway, we'll leave this one here. We'll come back next time, hopefully, and carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.